Hello, everybody. My name is Mike White. I'm the writer, producer, director of The Cross, and I wanted to give a little bit of an update on how the project is going. I have to apologize for my really messy hair and my look of exhaustion, but it's been tough. We're getting through it. The film is coming along, so I wanted to give everybody an update. Um, as of yesterday, we have 7 scenes shot and cut, and the sound is completely done on those, so they're all ready to go. So that's going along, and we are a little bit ahead of schedule on that. As far as the restaurant set, which is being constructed, the restaurant set is constructed with the exception of a door that still needs to be built, which I believe is going to be built on Thursday. And then the walls are going to be set up on jack stands to be able to be ready to go. So fingers crossed, we're hoping that the set will be 100% constructed by Monday of next week. So that's coming as well. We are going to be shooting this weekend, which is Saturday. That shoot has now moved to Fort Dodge, to the Fort Dodge Museum. They have a fantastic set there ready to go for us, which is really great because my family is originally from Fort Dodge, so we're really excited about doing that. So that is a bit of a change. The call time for that is going to be 5 o'clock for both cast and crew, but we're going to talk about the Saturday schedule a little bit more as that comes up. Sunday, we were originally scheduled to do a lot of shooting. We were supposed to do a bunch of the alley scenes, but we've had issues with that location. The location is still good. It's just that day is not good. So we are not able to shoot that particular day. So we won't be shooting Sunday. So I'm sorry if you were scheduled for Sunday for shooting. That date is not going to work out due to some scheduling snags that have come up that are a little bit beyond our control. So that's not something that we were able to go ahead and handle. So be looking for those changes. I know Shelby is working on those right now, and you will be seeing those as they come up. On other really exciting news, we have scheduled the premiere. The premiere for the film is going to be September 26th, 7 o'clock p.m. in Wayne, Nebraska. The press will start at 6:30 on that day. I know that's a long time from now, but we have to schedule that together, and we're going to be working with our publicist and a few other things to make sure that that happens. So this is a big announcement, so it's very exciting. This will be at the Majestic Theater in Wayne. Unless something has happened, we're going to go ahead and let everybody know. Okay. We have had a few challenges. That is a normal thing in production, so don't let it scare anybody. We are still on track. We will have some location changes, which are a little different. We originally planned to shoot 100% of the cross burning scenes in Smithland, Iowa. The original location we had set up for that is not going to work, so we have decided to leave that location out. Half of the cross burning scenes, the actual physical burning of the cross, the scenes with the horses and that kind of stuff will all still be shot in Smithland. The house exteriors will be moving to a new historic location in the Sioux City area. We're going to be giving you more permanent announcement on that coming up probably in the next 4 or 5 days. So we'll be doing that. So that shoot is expanding from a single day probably to 2. So sorry about that, but to get it the way that we need it and for it to be safe and right, it's going to have an additional day set up. It should not set the schedule off. We should stay, with all the parties remaining, the schedule should still work. So hopefully that will all work. Also, I wanted to talk about some additional costuming. After going through the script a couple more times, we originally said that it was actually 4 script days. In fact, Shelby, I think, has determined it's 6 script days for some characters, which means there may be some additional costuming. I think this will primarily be with the 3 girls that play the children, primarily there. But we will be expanding on that and looking at that a little bit closer as we get into that. This week's schedule, right now we are looking at crews showing up at 9 a.m. at College Center. That's going to be very important because the College Center meetup is for set construction. We will be hopefully getting those walls erected that day, getting that taken care of. Also, the crew, we do expect you to also come to the Siouxland Filmmakers meetup, which is at 11 o'clock that day. They are partners, and we are hoping to meet with them at 11 o'clock. That should be a really short meeting. Also, we're going to resume set construction at 12:30 on Saturday. Then we will depart from South Sioux City, Nebraska, after the meeting and everything. from College Center there where we'll park to go to Fort Dodge. The call time at Fort Dodge is 5 o'clock. So we're going to get that set up. If you're wondering why I keep looking up, my notes are above. So that's why. 5 o'clock p.m. It is a very short shooting day. It should be about a 2.5 hour shoot, depending on how fast makeup is. So we're going to try to get through that and have that done. And then we should be able to depart from Fort Dodge at about 8 o'clock p.m., putting us back in the Sioux City area at about 10. That way, for people who are coming from like the Omaha area, you can still make it home by 11:15, something like that. So it should all work really, really well. I wanted to go ahead and let everybody know that the production looks great. I'm super, super happy with everything that's come back. I'm really happy with the edits. I'm really happy with how everything's coming together. The students who have worked on this have done an extraordinary job. So everybody looks dynamite who's worked on this. I appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. And I think everything looks absolutely dynamite. It's going much better than you usually hope. So I think that's all really great. So thank you, everyone, for all the success thus far. And I'm really looking forward to everything as we move forward. So thanks again.